Hey everybody, Rorree here. All right. I just finished doing the channeled message and I kind of released a little bit, not all the way, but I thought I would go ahead since we only have a few of these left in the 4 agreement series. Um, I thought I would do one before you know, finish up for the night. So we are doing the 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. These are the reflection cards. So with these cards, we're able to just kind of like reflect on the book and reflect on what the 4 agreements was all about and how to incorporate those agreements into our lives. So welcome to my channel. This is the Totally Rorree channel. We also have a community, a private community, and it's called Roses, Lavender, and Sage. This community is for women, and we also have a program that we have coming up where we will be working intensely on tapping into our intuitive gifts. One of my things that I've always done since I knew about my gifts was I showed people how to tap into theirs. So that's what we do. And again, the community is for women. We have one part of the community that is open for everyone. It's called the Sage Circle. That is not a permanent thing. That is just while we are going through the pandemic. So we have some things that are available for people who need them. We are a spiritually based organization. We are not technically a church, although we are technically a church. We're definitely non-traditional, definitely non-denominational, definitely very spiritually based organization. All right. So anyway, all right. So the agreement that I pulled today, the website, www.roseslavender.and sage, all spelled all the way out.com, or thesageCircle.com. Either way will lead you into one part of our community or the other. And it is a private platform where we work with women. All right. Okay. This agreement is don't make assumptions. That is so important. It's so important not to make assumptions. And I know we all do it all the time. Like sometimes when I talk to people, I can hear the assumptions they're making about me. Like, and I could hear it by things they tell me, advice they provide me with, things they share, whatever. I'm like, okay. Like sometimes it's better to ask people questions than just assuming that they don't know something or that they need this or need that or whatever. It's really a good idea to ask questions because sometimes you're making assumptions and you're really wrong, but whatever. All right. So this one is, so the agreement is don't make assumptions. This little word, this reflection is be yourself around others. Be yourself around others. That is so key. Be yourself around others. Okay. All right, so the picture on this is of this young lady, and she has this hat on that looks like a lampshade. And then I don't know what the heck this is, but here it is. Okay, be yourself around others. Okay, so let's read. Excuse me. The biggest assumption that humans make is that everyone sees life the way we do. Yes. Yes. That's a big assumption. That's why you always hear me say, these are my glasses. These are my spectacles. Okay. If you put them on, you're going to see different than what I see because these are mine. These belong to me. We all have our own set of sunglasses or glasses or whatever that we see through, but someone else sees a little differently or a lot differently or totally opposite or what have you. And it's all good. It's all fine. It doesn't matter. you know, because we're all different beings. We're supposed to be different and unique. No matter how much you and someone else are alike, you are still different. You still see through a different set of lenses. So that knowing that, you can kind of release some of your expectations, because a lot of times people are disappointed because they're expecting someone to be or do or act the way they would, but that person is not you. So they're not going to be the same. That's why it's important to ask questions before you just give a bunch of advice to somebody and you don't even really know what they need because you haven't asked any questions. You just giving your advice, you know, kind of like me here giving advice to a community. But to be able to give the advice, I actually use the energy of the community as I am selecting things, you know, and it is not for everybody. It's not. And you should definitely take what it is that is for you and receive it. And whatever is not for you, just discard it, because everything is not for everybody. Okay. So, anyway, we assume that others think the way we think, feel the way we feel, judge the way we judge, and abuse the way we abuse. We are afraid to be ourselves around others because we think others will judge us, victimize us, abuse us, and blame us as we do ourselves. That was kind of deep. It really was. Because like oftentimes we are our biggest critic, we are the biggest judge of self, you know, we, yeah. Mhm. We might not think that highly of ourselves. A lot of times that's the reason why people don't have the success that they desire, because of their own self-inflicted stuff, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna read that again. The biggest assumption that humans make is that everyone sees life the way we do. We assume that others think the way we think, feel the way we feel, judge the way we judge, and abuse the way we abuse. We are afraid to be ourselves around others because we think others will judge us, victimize us, abuse us, and blame us as we do ourselves. I don't even really think I have anything else to say about that. That is just true. It really is. That is so true. So, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed that one. And I hope you can sit down and reflect upon that one, because that was loaded. Loaded. A lot of reflection. We do have to look at ourselves. And, you know, are we receiving treatment from others because that's how we treat ourselves? Because we don't love ourselves enough, so then we get whatever, you know? Do we talk down about ourselves? Do we abuse ourselves? Do we eat ourselves to death? You know, we know, like, especially with the fast food. I had a friend, she ate fast food like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That is abusing yourself. It is. Because what the hell is in that stuff? What's in that fast food? I don't know what's in it. I know some years ago, I ate a filet of, I ate a fish sandwich. Well, I don't know. I guess it's not slander if it's the truth, right? So I ate a fish sandwich, and I remember my daughter was at cheer practice and I was in Waldorf, and I ate the fish sandwich and I noticed that my stomach went blew up. I'm like, what the hell? What my stomach doing? Like it blew up because I don't normally eat that, you know, but I was like, I didn't have whatever, you know. Oftentimes I'll pack my food, you know. That's me. I'll pack a bag. I'll pack my dinner. If I'm going to be gone through dinner hours, I'll pack my food. Okay. So apparently I must have not been able to pack my food, and I ate at a fast food place and had a fillet of fish, a fish sandwich, and my stomach blew up. That never happened to me before. And when I used to eat there, that's all I would eat was the fish sandwich and the French fries, because I didn't eat the meats. I just ate fish. Not that that's fish. I don't know what that is, but whatever it was, it blew my stomach up, and I was very aware that my stomach blew up like a blimp, and then it would make me a little constipated, but it was like instant. Like, what the hell's going on? And so I said, I'm not eating there anymore because I don't know what's in that. Like, whatever's in that doesn't like my body. So I'm not eating there anymore. So I don't eat there. And people talk about how you can drop a French fry on the floor of your car, and then like through all the car washes they missed this French fry, and then years later you find this French fry and it still looks the same. It's not molded, nothing. It's just hard as rock, right? So what is that? That ain't no damn French fry. I don't know what that is. That's a genetically modified organism made to look like people are talking about they're going to have food replicators in the future and stuff like that, like on the Jetsons, right? Remember the Jetsons? Meet George Jetson. His boy Elroy, daughter Judy, Jane, his wife. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, anyway. So, yeah. They say they're gonna have food replicators. And people are like excited. I'm like, I don't know if I'm excited about that. They're already replicating food, trying to, giving you what you think is a French fry. That joke ain't no damn French fry. And what kind of fish sandwich was that? Why my stomach blew up like a blimp? What was it? What was that? That wasn't no fish. I don't know what the hell that was. Okay. And that was years ago. Shoot. Anyway, yeah. I don't know how I got on that. Abusing our bodies. That's how I got on that. Eating a bunch of garbage. That's what you're eating. When you eat the fast food, you're eating garbage. You know what the hell that is. It's replicated to look like some food. Look good too, don't it? Probably smells good, look good. Whew. And what is it doing inside your bodies? If you only knew the stuff that they find in the freezers of some of these places, you'd be mad as hell if you knew what some of that stuff you eating is. You'd be mad, okay? Whoo, flavoring. One of my friends, she was just exposed to the cucarachas. And I was like, okay, you having any symptoms? And she said, well, my throat is a little bit sore. I said, all right, do you have the protocol? Do you have all the items on the protocol? She didn't have everything. And so I took her some Brazil nuts, but she had almost everything. She did not have the tonic water, and that's important. Now I was like, don't be getting no Canada Dry. And okay, I said, you better get something as like the best tonic water you can find. Don't buy no garbage, buy the upscale tonic water for this, since you're displaying some symptoms, And then what else didn't she have? I think she had everything else. And then I ground some elderberry for her so she can make some elderberry tea, or she could put it in her smoothies or whatever, just to build her immune system up a little bit. And that's a flavorful thing that you can have to help build you up. But anyway, I don't know why I shared that. Woo! I still still must be out of it from that message that I channeled a little while ago. But anyway, why was I talking about her having the cucarachas? I was talking about food, the cucaracha. I don't know. Y'all forgive me. You know, I don't know. But anyway. Um, but yeah, so hopefully, you know, she will be better. But when you got the cucarachas, you need to knock that crap out immediately. Okay. You got to knock it out. Okay. Now, if any of you guys want the protocol for the cucarachas to either, there's a protocol that I recommend when you're not exposed, and there's another protocol when you are exposed. So there's a protocol. I take something daily, but I always take stuff to build my immune system up. Always. I've been doing that since I was younger. So, you know, cucaracha, no cucaracha. I'm building my body up. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to end on that note because obviously I really do need to release, you know, Brian Laundrie, his energy from my space. So I hope y'all enjoyed this little four agreement. We only have a couple cards left. What is it? One, two. Let me see how many we have left. 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 4 left. Thank goodness. I'm tired of these reflection cards. But anyway, it's good to go through them though, because they definitely are reminders of what we should be working on every day, working on our shadow selves. Okay, working on that shadow side of us that we want to put over here and put in a closet and pretend like that doesn't exist, pretend like that's not really real, you know, pretend like we don't really abuse ourselves. We do. We say negative things about ourselves and everything. I try to say cancel, or negate, or whatever, redact that, take that out, you know, because I too am guilty of saying things about myself that might not be the greatest thing to say, you know? So anyway, y'all, I hope you enjoyed that little tidbit, my little 2 cents on these 4 agreements, and I will see y'all in the next one. Ashe.